Alright, let's do this one more time. Finally, Street Fighter 6 has released Capcom's comeback. After a few years from about 2014 to 2018 of so-so work, Capcom is finally back, putting out back-to-back great games. And the latest,
Street Fighter 6.
So how does Capcom, the so-called god of the FGC's new fighting game, fit into the mix? It's fucking incredible. Honestly, this is probably one of the best and smoothest fighting games I've played in a long time. I hope Tekken 8 and MK1 can hold up to this. Street Fighter 6 has also done something that is very unique with their game that most other fighting games haven't done, but I will get into that later. First thing first, the roster of Street Fighter 6. Very impressive roster, not gonna lie. All the World Warriors have returned, but they are changed ever so slightly, adding new moves, new mechanics to them, you know, like Ken being homeless now. Wife took the kids, it just is what it is.
Most of the characters feel like their natural progression in the story. I mean, Zangief, he's basically the same.
One of the OG characters, DJ, getting a complete redesign. Went from the character you play in Street Fighter 4 to dog on your friend just because he is so bad, to a literal Giga Chad. I do wish there were some more characters from other games. Now, I shouldn't complain as we have characters on their way, but the only characters not from SF2 are the new ones and obviously Feet Fighter Jury. It is a little disappointing. Now, what is not disappointing is the brand new characters. A lot of SF characters lately have been iffy. Sometimes they're great, but there have been a lot of characters that we know are never going to make the return. A lot from 4 and 5. But Street Fighter 6 new characters each feel like they can become mainstays, poster characters of Street Fighter. The poster boy itself, technically a Street Fighter 5 character, he is a perfect starter Shoto, Luke. He's simple and lets you learn the game. I played him a lot during the beta and I actually learned how to play Street Fighter 6 off Luke. Next, Jamie, our local drunk. Man, he's the student of Yun and Yang. I want him to be the coolest, best character in the game, but he's just not. It's a bit disappointing. Had potential for a drunken master, but maybe some buffs will get him. Next, Manon, who has changed how grapplers are thought about. A fast grappler who's undoubtedly one of the best characters in the game. I mean, every fighting game person knew when you make a grappler fast, they're going to be the best character in a game. You have next your generic psycho purple evil guy that all Street Fighters need, JP. Rissa, a Spartan warrior. Lily, who is supposedly T-Hawk's student, kind of feels like Moana though. And lastly, Kimberly, Guy's student, and a hip-hop take on the Bushin Ryu. So happy they're bringing back the hip-hop, pop culture ideas of 3 back into the mix with music and visuals, but the characters itself, amazing. Now this is probably not just Street Fighter, but gaming as a whole getting better and better. But every character looks incredible. Their supers look so good, especially the level 3. And their personality is flowing, like Honda doing a sumo pose, or Zangief pairing is just him flexing. But what sets Street Fighter 6 apart from all the other Street Fighters is the drive mechanic, which is your block, EX, and the 3 new moves, Drive Impact, Drive Parry, and Drive Rush. Drive Impact is kind of like SF4's Focus Attack, the cooler version. Drive Parry is not exactly like Street Fighter Street Parry, but it does the trick. I just wish it was a better option than blocking. When you pull a perfect parry off, it feels great, but since the scaling is so ass, you barely get anything. A full combo that would normally do about half health would maybe do 1/10 off a perfect parry, which kind of gives you no reason to perfect parry. You should do more damage from a perfect parry.
When you get perfect parried, you should know, oh, I fucked up. There goes half my life bar.
And Drive Rush, which is a great get-in tool or combo extender for any character. That's just SF6 at its core, the fighting itself. Let's get into the new stuff Street Fighter 6 has added 2 main modes, Battle Hub and World Tour. This is where Capcom did the smartest thing they could have ever done.
Which is
a casual player base sort of
by making an open world story mode and a creative character with the best custom creator ever. It's like me version 5.0, either making some of the best characters or, like me, making freaks. Tour allows you to play a story with your character getting mentors and learning their moves, making the most busted freak ever. You can pull up to grandma, throw hands, up to this man, and throw hands. I don't like your suit, and then just throw hands. And if you want, you could use your freak and fight other people's freaks online. This mode's not necessarily for me. I like fighting online, proving my strength, or not really for me. I'm glad Capcom has finally done something like this, as all fighting game people around the world have known for years. You got to appeal to the casuals. That's why Smash makes so much money. It's not just because you can have Sephiroth fight Pichu. It's because there's something for everyone. And that's what SF6 has done. Gone away from the Netherrealm cutscene story modes and made something great, setting SF6 as the new gold standard for fighting games.